Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the program People in the News. My name is Theophilus Ilama. Today we have two stories for your viewing pleasure. So please sit down, relax and enjoy the ride. Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, stood still on Saturday, 3rd of August as the late Mrs. Stella Olajumoke, the mother-in-law of the Ondo State correspondent of TVC News, Ayodeji Moradeyo, was buried amidst glowing tributes.
Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, stood still on Saturday, 3rd of August, as late Mrs. Stella Olajumoke, the mother-in-law of TVC News correspondent in Ondo State, Ayodeji Moradeyo, was buried amid glowing tributes. Mrs. Olajumoke, who died at the age of 72, was the mother of Aderonke, the wife of the esteemed journalist. It was indeed a celebration of a life well spent, as dignitaries from all walks of life converged on the Bread of Life Church at Dekile for the burial service. Members of the Nigeria Union of Journalists Ondo State Chapter also graced the event. Solemn songs were rendered as a mark of honor for the departed, widely known as Mama Teacher. In his sermon, Pastor Joshua Bimbola described the deceased as a righteous woman who served God and humanity diligently. He urged her children to continue her good works, which he said were worthy of emulation.
We want to enter paradise. We want to get to paradise. We want to get to that. We want to get to that glorious place. You want yourself. So I pray. Wonderful is a better event. That city that Jesus has created. That everlasting life.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
For this reason, don't let everything go around this time. We don't close our eyes to Here you will spend your eternity. Here you will spend your eternity.
Pastor Abimbola said the entire church would miss Mrs. Olajumoke because of her outstanding contributions. Her body was later moved to her house in the Asolo area in Onuara local government, where her children and family members paid their last respects. Children and family members could not hold back their tears. The remains of Mrs. Olajumoke were lowered into the grave, signaling her journey to the great beyond. Thereafter, it was time to wine and dine. Osho Event Center after Gbagi in Ibadan was the venue of the reception. The ceremony had dignitaries from all walks of life, including journalists from Ondo State. Popular juju musician Tunji Crown thrilled the guests with captivating songs. Guests were treated to local and international dishes with plenty to eat and to drink. The first son of the deceased, Dr. Tokunbo Olajumoke, described their mother as a virtuous woman who served God diligently and wholeheartedly.
I died 2 years ago, but due to our capacity and our doggedness, I never felt that I lost a dad over that 22 years. He has been able to fill that gap effectively. So she's a mother, she's a very real gem. She's having that problem. Daily she will tell you, I want to go to the toilet. Once coming out from toilet, she will tell you, what do we do next? Let's go into prayer, let's look for a way out. She will be more worried than you that you even have the problem. So she bear people's body, not only her children, even people in the church, people around her.
The late Mrs. Olajumoke's other children and son-in-law described her as a rare gem.
What I will never forget about my mother. Every morning she used to call us, her house. She will greet us, she will ask of the children, she will ask of my husband, every member of the family. I will never forget that. My mama, she was my role model. She was a loving mother, very caring.
That is the day I lost my mom. It's one of the moments that is one of the moments I can never forget in my life, because I could not imagine of losing her now. So it was a surprise for me. So it was something that really shook me. So I didn't prepare for it at all.
Well, my mother-in-law was a very great woman, a loving person who took care of her children when she was alive, and she also took care of me. She didn't say I'm her son-in-law, but she took great care of me. At the time, she even gave me money that go and use it to pay for your children's school fees. So such a woman should be respected, and that is why I came with my people to celebrate her in a very big way. You can see people are here whining and dining. It is because it's a celebration of life. Though she was 72 when she died, but as people will say, it is not how long, it is how well.
When she was alive, she was my good aunt. She has been a very good person to us. She's our #1 support system. She stood by us before the death of our father, And after the death of her father, she's a mother, she's a deacon, she's an evangelist par excellence. She's a woman of God.
And my grandmother, she was a prayerful woman, a very generous woman, a caring, a devoted woman, a responsible grandmother, a grandmother that I'm proud of. I'll forever miss her, and her love forever be etched in my heart. I miss my grandmother.
I remember those times she take me to go and buy something that she would say, Shakwa, I love you. She was the best grandma and caring grandma.
Mrs. Stella Olajumoke, who died at the age of 72, lived a fulfilled life worthy of emulation.
aláṣẹ ìjìnlẹ̀ bookshop tí mo rí rí ìjìnlẹ̀ aláṣẹ ìjìnlẹ̀ bookshop mi ni. I remember when I was nobody. Ìjìnlẹ̀ bookshop when that going was tough and raw. Iyadeji. I remember when I was nobody. I never thought I'd be somebody. I am today.
Remember when I was nobody.
You just have to do it. I come around. I remember when I was nobody. I am today. I never thought I'd be somebody. We are free. Bàbá mi tọ́jú I am today. Ìgbà yìí lọ́la rẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀.